Welcome, everybody, to How to Build a Seven-Figure Sales Team. Again, my name is Shay Brown. I'm super excited you're part of this Impact the Offer Challenge. I'm glad that you're here. Look, let me just tell you what we're going to be covering. Let me just jump into it because you're already a winner. You're already champions. Only champions are here right now, and only champions are watching. So we'll be talking about, let me bring it up for you in a minute, how to build a seven-figure sales team. And here's the cool part. Without spending one dime. And at the end of the day, isn't that what you want to be able to do? Be able to do something without spending a dime. Again, my name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur, but it's not about me. I want you to know right now, jot this in your notes. This might be the most important golden nugget I'm going to drop the entire time I'm here. And here it is. Selling will solve any business problem. So any problem you have right now, you get better at what you say, when you say it, and how you say it. You'll make a greater difference and you help more people. Shay, why do you say that? Why do you start off with selling will solve any business problem? Because all roads in business lead to professional sales presentation. All of your marketing, all of your social media, all of your project management, all of your programs, it all leads to professional sales presentation because people will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. You're in the problem-solving business. And the number one reason that entrepreneurs struggle is they don't have a pipeline of leads that turn into buyers. The number one reason that entrepreneurs struggle is they don't have the cash flow, that means the revenue, to execute the vision they have for the people they were called to serve. So if you're wondering, hey, Shay, I tuned in, but should I pay attention? Should I listen? Is this conversation even for me? Listen, this conversation for you right now that we're about to have, this conversation is for you if you hate sales. Yay! That's you. I understand. I hate selling as well. This conversation is for you right now. And if you don't sell, you don't eat. I got you. I'm feeling you. Or if you're just tired, you're spending time, you're working hard, but you're always talking to unqualified leads. You're like, look, I got to stop talking to unqualified leads. Or as you listen to the words that are coming through me right now, and you have a vision for the people you were called to serve. You've got the experience, you've got the expertise, and the only thing holding you back right now is you just don't have the revenue to execute the vision you have for the people you were called to serve. You don't like to sell, don't worry. I'm going to go ahead and share you our 4S formula. But before I do this, jot this in your notes. It's a golden nugget, but it's so true, and it's something that guides us. And here it is. Systems beat goals every single time. So I want you to step back for a moment. You think about how you're generating your revenue. And I was talking to someone recently, and they were struggling. They had been in business for a number of years, so they weren't going out of business, but they had reached a point where they needed to get back on track. And I said, what is your system to get in front of qualified people for you and your company? And they said, well, I get referrals. I'm able to go to events. I network now that we get back out again. And I said, we've got to focus on having more systems so you can have a pipeline of leads to turn into buyers so you can scale your business. And if that's you, take a look at your systems, the systems you have in your business right now. I'm going to share with you the 4S formula because this is the one formula that's helped not only us, but our clients be able to do some really amazing things and be able to help more people faster. And here it is. It's the 4S formula. Systems plus a strategy plus sales equals a successful CEO. Jot that down in your notes. Systems plus a strategy plus sales equals a successful CEO. But Shay, how do I build my team? Shay, are you going to get to that? Yes, but first, you got to think about the breakdown. What is a system? It's just how you're going to go about executing in order to solve a problem. So you systematically do it. See, goals are in the future. That's why I say systems beat goals every single time. You never get to the goal. But systems are what are you doing every single day of every moment of every minute to actually take the business, your employees, your team, your contractors, whatever you have to another level. So first you need a system. We talk about the evergreen revenue model. That's our system. And then what is the strategy? What is one strategy that I can implement? Now, the strategy is just a clear roadmap. And there's a lot of strategies to get there. But we know that the heartbeat of any business is sales. And without the heart beating, the company stops. So what is your strategy? I'm going to introduce how to have a seven-figure sales team. So if you don't want to sell, you can hire someone who does, they can do it. So now you got a system, the evergreen revenue model. You have a strategy, build a sales team. And why do you need sales? And what is sales? Sales provides the revenue necessary to execute the big vision you have for the people you were called to serve. So Shay, you got S plus S plus S, a system. I got to focus on my systems, plus a strategy. You give me the evergreen revenue model as the system. You give me a strategy, the sales team, plus sales equals a successful CEO. So the question is, what is a successful CEO? And a successful CEO is a person who has more cash flow, more profits, and freedom to spend time with the ones they love the most and to do what they were called to do. What would it mean to you right now if you had more joy, if you had more peace, if you had more fulfillment, if you were living the life you deserve only because you generated revenue in your business and you helped more people? Let me give you an affirmation. Everyone jot this down in your notes. I want you to tell yourself this 7 times a day for the next 7 days. 7 times a day for the next 7 days. I am a successful CEO. I am a successful CEO. Now, why am I saying a successful CEO? Because you have more cash flow, you have more profits, you have more systems, and you're able to serve more people, more cash flow, more profits, and more freedom to do the things you want to do. Why am I a successful CEO? How did I get here? Because you have a system in place. We're going to share that with you. Now, I want to give you a fundamental philosophy that if you don't want to sell for whatever reason, the best thing you can do is hire someone who does. I was talking to someone and they're really good and they're trying to stop working as hard. And you might be able to relate to this. You're a business owner. You're a leader in your community. You work hard. You've got a product. You've got a service. You're learning technology. You're doing all the things you got to do, but selling, you don't want to spend all your time. It's not the best use of your time. And I said, well, why don't you hire someone who does? He said, well, it's hard to find someone. No one can do it like me. And I said, you're absolutely correct. But the fastest, easy way to scale your business is by building a sales team. So let's focus on that. Now, this person didn't like the sale. And so I shared something before we built the team that helped them. 3 words, jot these 3 words down in your notes. Selling equals service. Selling equals service. Selling equals service. Now, why do I say that? That you're not going to try to convince anybody to do anything. You're going to serve. You're going to solve a problem. Now, when I talked to this person and they were like, well, Shay, if I got to do the sales, I will. I said, well, look, selling is about 3 things. Selling is about education. Can you educate people that there's a problem? This person was a financial planner. They help people be able to create security, create financial independence. Can you let them know there's a problem out there doing that? They said, yeah, great. Selling is about education. I said, selling is about leading. Can you let them know how you have services that can help them save for retirement, send their kids to school, and do the things they want? To say, yeah, I can do that, Shay. All right, great. So selling equals service. Selling equals service. Selling is about education. Selling is about leading. And selling really is about moving people to action. Don't worry about selling. You step back and you do what you need to do. See, the one thing I know about revenue is it shows up in your service. Yeah. No, seriously. If your bank account doesn't reflect how good you are, it's because you haven't had an opportunity to serve more people. You can't serve if you can't sell it. Let me say it again. Drop this in your notes. Selling equals service. You serve and you sell. See, selling is just a process. And I'm talking to all my folks out there that have a resistance to selling. Selling is just a process by which we exchange value for value. And your value is on how you serve. Now, I get it. There's a bad reputation out there, but that's not you. Look, my son used to take my car. He used to drive my car. Some of you have sons. Some of you have adult kids. Some of you have nieces and nephews. And when he used to take my car, he used to bring it back without any gas. And I'd be so frustrated. And when you serve and you're not selling, because some people say, Shay, I do it for free. I don't get paid what I'm worth. Well, when you serve without selling, it's like bringing back the car without gas. It's frustrating. It can be hard on you. Here's what I want you to know. And then we're going to get into the 5-step formula. I'm going to do that at the very end. And for many of you out there, the reason I'm going through this right now, because you're ready for a breakthrough. And you've told yourself that selling is not your thing. Or you tried to hire a sales team and it didn't work out for you. or you're so busy, you're overwhelmed. And this is for you because this is your moment. This is your time. Jot this down in your notes. Cars run on gas. Business runs on revenue. We're going to talk about selling, talk about generating business. We're going to talk about generating that revenue that you need in your business right now. So when you bring back your car and it's on empty, someone has to fill it up. See, you had a lot of conversation before this one, and I know that marketing is sexy. It really is. It is super sexy. You might even like some of these slides we're presenting here right now, but selling is service. Put that in your notes. If you look, I want you to write that down again. We're going to serve. We're going to add value. We have a philosophy here at Sales Team Guru, and our philosophy is give more value than expected. I'm showing up to give you the best ideas I know right now that's going to help you because I understand that branding helps your business. Marketing helps your business. Sales is what really keeps you in business, no matter where you are, no matter what's going on. Because without sales, you'll always have more going out than you have coming in. Hope you understand that selling is what you need. Hope you understand selling is what you need. I'm going to give you how to build a 7-figure sales team. I'm going to do that right now. But before I do that, for those folks that are out there right now, you're like, Shay, I need a deeper dive. Shay, I already know I'm ready to go to another level. Shay, this is my moment. Shay, this is my time. The only thing holding me back right now is I don't have the revenue in my business to purchase the resources that I need to execute that big vision that I have for the people I was called to serve. And if that's you, I want to not only share with you an easy way for you to do it, I want to also share with you how you can hire a sales rep and not pay them until they bring in the money with commission. Here's what I'm going to do. This is my gift to you. Text the word team. Now, you get your cell phone out right now. Don't write it down. That's so 1980s. Get your cell phone out right now. Text the word team to 202-270-1662. Let me give that to you again. When you text the word team to 202-270-1662, I'm going to send you my detailed plan on how to build a 7-figure sales team. Don't worry, I'm going to give you the 5 steps right now. I'm going to give you the 5 components, but some of you need to customize. Some of you need to have a conversation with me because you're like, Shay, I've been in business for a number of years and cracking that code on building a sales team has just not been my jam. Or some of you are like, yeah, I'm in this digital media world right now and I got a digital product system, but I still got to talk to people. I still need a team. Even with the best funnels I have in place, Shay, I'm not generating the revenue and it's so frustrating. Text the word team right now to 202-270-1662. When you text the word team, include your first name so I know who you are. Include your last name so I know who you are. I'm going to immediately email you our 5-step formula and the details, and you have an easy cheat sheet you can use. But put your best email so I can email it to you. So you got on text your first name to team 202-270-1662, your last name, your best contact number, and your phone number, and we're going to send you the details. But now what I'm going to do, because we're going to help you right now. Like Brian said, Shay, let's give them value. Let's help them today. So I'm going to give you the 5 components of a 7-figure sales team. And if I was to ask you what the 5 components are, you might not even know what they are. So go ahead and jot this down in your notes. Number 1 is a salesperson. A salesperson understands all of your products and services, and they get paid on 100% commission. So they don't get paid until you get paid. So why would you want to have a salesperson? Because while you're watching this training right now, while you're on the phone with a client, they're out there generating new revenue for you. And if you're listening right now, and I was asked the question, how much revenue have you generated over the last 90 days from a sales team that did not include your labor? If the answer is 0 or not enough, then I want you to make a commitment. You're going to hire a salesperson. I gave you the number to text, and I'll teach you step by step, no cost, on how to hire good salespeople without paying a dime. Number 2 is a sales affiliate. Then the difference between a sales affiliate and a salesperson is that the sales affiliate understands 1 or 2 of your products or services. That's it. And they're mercenaries. They're only in it for the money. Jot that down in your notes. They're only in it for the money. And so the sales affiliate that goes out there that's working on your behalf, here's what I know. And here's what's important to you. You must teach them one or two products or services. They're in places you're not in. They're in spaces you're not at. They're able to drive traffic to your website you could never get to. And this is all about the spirit of collaboration, which is one of my 12 rules for life, is that collaboration crushes competition. What I admire most about Brian is he's collaborating right now. And it's through the spirit of collaboration that my community gets an opportunity to connect with you and his community. And together we build more together. Success is a team sport. Put that in your notes. You can only get so far by yourself. Number three, these are the 5 components of a 7-figure sales team. You might not know what they were, but it was a salesperson was number 1. Number 2 was a sales affiliate. Number 3 was a sales ambassador. Shay, what's the difference? A sales ambassador only understands, they're not in it for the money. A sales ambassador is in it because they believe in your mission. They believe in your goals. They believe in your objectives. They're only in it because they believe in something bigger than themselves and you. You can't motivate them with money. They're in it for 2 reasons. Jot these 2 reasons down. Rewards and recognition. Put that in your notes. Rewards and recognition. They want the Apple Watch. They want a new iPad because they drove so much traffic to the page. So many people signed up for the event. These folks will fight for you when you're not there. Now, if I ask the question, how much revenue have you generated over the last 90 days just from a salesperson without your labor? If the answer is 0 or not enough, pay attention. If I ask the question, how much revenue have you generated from sales affiliates? And when you text in, don't worry, you're going to learn how to build your affiliate team. Then you go ahead in your notes right now. If it's 0 or not enough, you pay attention. Or maybe you're trying to build brand ambassadors. These are folks that believe in you, and you never call them brand ambassadors, but they're folks that support who you are right now. And they're in your masterminds, they're in your groups. These are your tribe. These are your members. Put that in your notes right now. And then the fourth way to build a 7-figure sales team is through a digital sales solution. And a digital sales solution is really important because this is your online revenue. This goes on without your supervision. So I was talking to a client, and they've got these sales pages and they've got these funnels set up all over the place, but they weren't generating the cash they wanted to after all this money. And imagine for a moment that you're out there and you've got a website and it's not just converting. So they said, Shay, take a look at it. We know all about digital sales solutions. We already have a website. I said, well, I'm taking a look at the website and there's a problem. What's the problem, Shay? Here's the problem. Well, let me ask this question. If I was to ask you as you're watching right now, what's the purpose of a sales page? And I do this at my seminar. Most people raise 2 hands and say, Shay, the purpose of a sales page is to sell. Dumb question, but that's the wrong answer. I said the purpose of a sales page is not to sell anybody anything. The purpose of a sales page is just to present a problem, share a solution, and let them opt in to get the details. So I asked the person, I said, well, let me ask you, if you had, 8,000 people go to your sales page because you ran ads, how many folks were interested but didn't convert? He said, we don't know, all 8,000 because we didn't have any sales. No, somebody opted in. Now, the reason they didn't have to opt in, and here's the problem, there was their digital sales solution. I cracked that code. I might put another couple $100,000 in their pocket because of this one answer. I said the problem with the page is it has the price on the page. And the purpose of the price is not to be on the page. The purpose of the price is for them to opt in, go to a checkout page. A sales checkout page lets them check out and sell. So now they're back to the first page. And the only reason they stay in there is because they want to put their information in to go to the checkout. So if you had 10,000 people go to your sales page and 5,000 opted in to get the price or understand more about how the program works, now you got 5,000 people that maybe didn't buy, but you can do an abandoned cart sequence. That means you can follow up with them because they're in your database. When they're not in your database, I get it. You're going to be targeting pixels, but that has to cost you money because now you got to follow them around the internet, and it takes money to follow them around. Shay, why do you say that so fast? Because digital sales solutions, for many of you that are building your media empire, it's the missing piece. How much revenue did you generate over the last 90 days without your labor? That's your digital sales solution. If the answer is 0 or not enough, I'm so glad you're here. Pay attention because the last one that we do is going to be a sales cheerleader. And the sales cheerleader's whole role is how do we take past performance and how do we leverage? Because we know nothing sells like success. Facts tell, stories sell. So what stories do you have of folks that you work with have partnered with, and the result of them working with you, they've been able to grow. They've been able to blossom, and they've taken exactly what you learned and you did it. I was working with a client that before we got started, they knew all about funnels. They had been doing coaching for a number of years, but they had a problem. They weren't earning $25,000 a month. It's not about the money, so don't just listen to the money. I shared one idea with them to change that, to build that around, and to tell stories of other folks who were on the fence and took action with them and why. And it made a huge difference for them. Why do I tell you that? Because you're out there right now, as I come down the home stretch, and over the next 60 seconds, hand it back over to Brian. As I come down the home stretch, I want you to know that you can build a 7-figure sales team now because you understand the components and the makeup of a 7-figure sales team. But I only had so much time. And what I want to do is stay in this conversation over and beyond today and do a much deeper dive into how do you hire sales reps. What software do you use for affiliate stuff so it doesn't mess your stuff up? It don't jam you up. Or you're like, Shay, I'm ready to build my media empire. Shay, I got a digital product system, but it ain't generating revenue. And so we got to look at your digital sales solutions as well as the affiliates, as well as the ambassadors, so you can stop selling your time for money and sell your expertise instead and make more offers. Here's how to do it. Just text the word team. Text the word team to 202-270-1662. Again, text the word team to 202-270-1662. And my promise to you is we will send you all of the details so that you have it. And that's my gift to you. I don't know what the value of the gift is, probably a couple $1,000. But I know the fact you're here with Brian right now, a lot of people talk about being successful. They read about being successful. They watch YouTubes on doing it. But very few people do what you're doing now. They take action. And I believe the universe rewards people who take action differently than those that don't. You're here, you're paying attention right now, and that says so much about you. It says that you're a winner. It says that you're a champion, and it says that you have the potential inside you to perform at a much higher level. So I acknowledge you. Take your right hand if you're right-handed. Take your left hand if you're left-handed. And just pat yourself on the back and acknowledge yourself for the champion that you are, for the winner that you are. And you, as you listen, you're a comeback champion. This is your moment. This is your time. You're betting on you, and I'm betting on you, and I'm being on the front row of your success. So with that being said, Brian, I want to turn it back over to you. You're a winner out there. Thanks for having me on here. Matter of fact, that you're there, text the word 202-270-1662. Text the word team to get all of the details. Brian, keep doing what you're doing, man. I admire you. You collaborate with other folks. One of our 12 rules for life is that collaboration crushes competition. You're a collaborator. You don't hold it in. You hold it out. You've connected me with other folks as well. So let me just acknowledge you and all the guests that have been on here before and those that they come. Keep doing what you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, my friend. Keep doing God's work. I believe in you. With that being said, those folks who want to connect with me, you're like, Shay, how do I connect with you? Go over to Instagram, right? You can just type in Shay Brown or I am Shay Brown. I'll connect with you. You can see me, but I can't see you. So I want to connect with you and see what you're doing. I want to build a relationship with you. I want to be a part of your journey. So just find me on Instagram or Facebook, but Instagram is my jam. Facebook, I'm there. I'm everywhere, obviously, but just type in I am Shay Brown. Follow me. I'll follow you back. Text right now. I'm looking forward to connecting with you. God bless, Brian. Thanks for having me on the show, man. You're a rock star.
Awesome. That was amazing. As per usual, lots of energy, lots of great content there. Just if you have time for a couple of questions, that'd be great.
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So just like I guess I'll just put it out there. So how realistic, Shay, is it to find someone who will work as this type of salesperson that you stated?
It's 100% realistic. And so the person that might ask the question, I understand the doubt. I understand maybe you tried it before and it didn't work. What I would suggest with you is to make a decision today. And then you're going to text in, at least get the process on how to hire, how to train, and then how to have a salesperson that generates revenue. Look, selling will never go out of style as long as I'm alive. You know, I got my AARP card now. I'm part of the Puff Daddy generation. I got a remix version on everything. And so I'm telling everybody, look, I'm just getting started. And so the remix version is that you will locate folks today who want to help you right now. This is what they love to do. So it's 100% realistic.
And I guess the other part is, I guess people are thinking about money, or where to find this type of person, I guess, who will work like this. I guess that's the
Sure.
question.
So let's look at it like this. Let's do a little bit of math. And I'm with you. I was on another client. Her name is Amy, and we had this conversation. And here's what I told her. I said, look, let's just do this real quick in 60 seconds. And I'm gonna tell you where you can go, because it's not just one place. If it was one place, it'd be that easy. You wouldn't be talking to me, right? If it was easy, everybody would do it. But let's just imagine right now you're generating $20,000 a month in your business. Okay. Some of you are higher, some of you are lower. And you bring on a sales rep at 100% commission. And they come in and they generate $20,000. They generate whatever you generate, $20,000. You're not there. And you agree to pay them a 20% commission. That means they get paid when they make a sale for the work and effort and time they did. So $20,000 minus 20%, you can do the math. That's $4,000. So 20,000 minus 4,000 means you got $16,000 left. Now, that commission is higher for some of you and it's lower for some of you, but let's just say $16,000 that goes into the business that is still profitable revenue. Your labor was never involved. And so, yes, that can happen. You both win. The person that worked earned it and won, and you won as well. So number one place I would say to go do it, and it's no surprise to you, it's on the internet. Hello. There are the different websites to go to. Absolutely. Indeed. There's a lot of them out there. And you got to go through the interview process. Hiring people is not easy. Finding contractors is not easy. Getting the right person that's a good fit for you is not easy. It will be a process, but here's what I do know. The answer to who don't have to be you. And if you're thinking the only way I'm gonna get to 7 figures is me, you'll get there, but you get there faster. You're quicker, and you'll get there with speed if you work with a team. Make it a commitment. Hire a salesperson. When you text in, I'll give you more ideas, but internet, Indeed, there's so many other services you can at least start at to identify people that this is what they want to do.
Awesome. Perfect, man. That was perfect. I appreciate you, man. We're good today. We're good for day 8 for sure. Day 8 goes off without a hitch. I appreciate you. And I just want to one small hiccup, not a hiccup, but addition to all this, there's got people who may not know. The person before Martha Krejci, she's an introvert. I know Shay Brown, you're an introvert.
High introvert.
I'm an introvert. So this whole thing, and Martha's a powerhouse, Shay's a powerhouse. You can do this even being the introvert, knowing how to sell, knowing how to market. And sometimes it seems tough to do that, but you can find your way if you really want to and really take those steps. Like
absolutely. And just so you folks know, introverts are the highest paid salespeople in the world. They're in the top 1%. Why is that? Because they don't rely on just their charisma. And that works for some folks. There's 7 different signature selling styles. Hint, Brian's the topic to have me back later. There's 7 different signature selling styles, but really introverts are more process driven. They follow more systems, and they're more likely to be more deliberate in their approach, because then we can't just rely on our charisma and natural intuition. It doesn't mean that we just don't want to talk to people. It just means that that's just not what we desire to do. And if you ever find me and I'm not like doing what I'm doing now, I'm probably the quietest person in the room. Like if you see me at a networking event, and many of you done that, and they're like, "Oh, he does sales." I'm like, I don't have anything, because I'm just on the side, because that's just not my comfort zone. But yeah, introverts are the highest paid sales folks. So if you're an introvert, congratulations, welcome.
Awesome. I love it. We're good to go here, people. We'll see you tomorrow. We got Ash Borland tomorrow, and we have Andrew Ryder tomorrow. We're talking about personal branding, and we're talking about some other things that escape me right now. But it's going to be a powerhouse day again until we get to the 10th day and final day. All right, take care. Hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.
Peace.